Cartel. So we just got back from the FAST4CARTEL SummerSlam number 4. Look at that. Look at that right there. What a killer event. But it didn't come without a handful of issues. Man, it was an absolute thrash to get this car to the track. Coming out of Sacramento, Drewski's car was still in good shape. It just needed a little keyboard tickling. This thing, on the other hand, was a little bit wounded in kind of a big way. So we broke the camshaft in Sacramento, and that took out a bunch of other stuff. Way less calamity than there could have been. But it did take out some parts, and we had to wait on some things. So, bent a couple of valves, broke a couple of rocker shafts, took out the oil pump. So we were kind of on the edge of not being able to make it to this event because we were waiting on parts until the very last minute. I picked up the rockers from T&D Thursday before the event at like 3:30 and came up here and dropped them off before I went to work. Dad and Keith got the car running Thursday night, and it was good, but it wasn't perfect. They went and changed the oil, and unfortunately there was a lot of aluminum in the oil. And looking over everything that we could see without tearing the whole thing apart, there didn't appear to be anything wrong with it. So I came up here after work, fixed the fuel rails first thing in the morning, resealed the front cover, and then Dad sent me a text that he said, "Hey, I think we should pull the motor." So this is 9 in the morning on Friday. I headed home, got some sleep. Dad got off work, came up here and started tearing the thing down. I met back up with him. We had the motor out of the car probably 2:30 Friday afternoon, tore it all the way down, and found nothing. Thankfully, we found nothing. So we yarded all the oil lines out of the car, the dry sump tank, took everything apart as far as we could, cleaned and flushed everything, because as far as we could see, the material that was in the filter was residual that was left in one of the lines from when the cam let go. So we thrashed on this thing all afternoon. I think we had the motor back together and ready to go back in the car probably about 8:45 on Friday night. We got everything back together, and then we fought with the distributor drive for probably a good hour and just beat our heads against the wall and finally got the car fired up at about 1:45 to midnight. So after the car ran, we let it run for a little while, shut everything down, cleaned the shop up a little bit, and came back up first thing Saturday morning to load the trailer up and hit the road. So everything was going well. We were about 20 minutes out of McLeod, and a tire on the trailer let go. And if you know anything about that drive and being in the vicinity of McLeod, there's really nothing out there until you get to Wairika. So we dropped the trailer. Me and Colt sat with the trailer and babysat it just to make sure nobody came and tried to steal anything. Dad and the rest of the family got in the truck, went to McLeod, couldn't find a tire there, went to Mount Shasta, couldn't find a tire there, so we threw the spare from the truck on it, limped it to Wairika. Thankfully, the Les Schwab in Wairika had what we needed. Turned it around in about 30 minutes and hit the road and rolled into the track at about 6 o'clock on Saturday. Thankfully, JK and Nuke, you guys are awesome. They were able to get us one last test hit on Saturday, and thankfully, everything held together. It went a 6-0 with basically a short pull in second and third, and we were really happy with that. So that was a good start to the weekend. Let's move on to some of the video.
local guys. They run a series here. John's been helping him out. Mark Walter is strictly for and helps him out. He helps sponsor the race. That is a local boy too. John decided this time, knowing how hard it is for everybody to get here, that him and his wife are generously going to throw some money into a hat. If you were to, I don't remember the whole rules, but you had to pick up a ticket with your tech card. He's going to pull five. He's going to pull 5 lucky winners out of there. They're all going to win $100 a piece for gas money. That's all right. Yeah, so give him a big hand, please. There we go. Oh, okay. That's right, ladies second too. Yes. First win.
Lynn!
Yeah, come pull the lucky chip. Ladies third.
Pull me a chip.
You gotta pull the chip. There's only one left.
Pull that one.
Hold on to it.
Area of expertise.
All right.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, glad you made it.
1L. Barely.
That's okay.
1L. 1L? 1L. There's gotta be a 1. There's gotta be 1L in there somewhere. Alright, who's 1L? 7L?
He's like,
Oh, come on now. That's so tough. Okay. He's got 1 arm. But who's got the gas?
I do.
You got the gas.
No.
Oh, wait, you're 1L. Oh, wait,
That's
you're
1
1
R.
R. Shit. Until I do this all the time. Okay. Who's got the money chip? And then Jeff's got the money. Where'd Jeff go?
Pull all the chips. Already? Who's got what? Which one is this one? Is this the gas chip or is it the? Yeah. Who pulled that?
She did.
Oh.
Hang on.
Oh.
We gotta stick together.
Okay.
All right, so who got the pot?
Drew going to the finals.
What the hell?
Yeah. All right.
Into the finals. Pull the chip.
I'm not driving.
I just give it 10.
I'm like, I'm not driving.
Thank you, brother.
Couple of things worth mentioning here. So we were still running a cast camshaft in this car up until the one that's in it currently. So huge thank you to Shag at SL1 Racing for getting us a steel billet camshaft. Really short notice. It's working awesome in the car right now. Big thank you to Mike over at Autocraft for getting us the oil pump, and shout out to T&D for getting our rocker arms turned around.
560?
And you were straight as an arrow.
Woo!
Dude, that thing stuck, landed, left, gone.
It felt great, dude.
Brian was over towards the center line. What is 60 foot?
126.
Yeah!
Holy shit, dude. What was the mile an hour?
Hang on one sec. Okay, we're ready. Thank Mom's right there. Oh, come on. Rev it up, rev it up. Get ran over.
You can do it. Oh, so
Oh,
close.
rev it up, rev it up.
Oh, Andy. Oh, you switched it. He did.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Huge thank you to the FAST4CARTEL. Thank you guys for putting on world-class events. The camaraderie, the atmosphere around these events is incredible. If you've never been to one, I highly suggest you put it on your list. And please, come and join us August 27th and 28th for the Blitz on the Beach 2 at Samoa Drag Strip. You're not going to want to miss it.